Hidup membawa air mata, senyum, dan kenangan. Air mata mengering, senyum memudar, tetapi kenangan hidup selamanya. Ingat, ini hanya hari yang buruk, bukan kehidupan yang buruk.
What if I show you, and I show everybody here, that Ibn al-Jawzi, he said that it is a dead blood, and it is a solid blood, not only dead blood. Let me open Ibn al-Jawzi. This is Ibn al-Jawzi. Mimi Hijab, he says, as an example, there is scholars who explain this word. It doesn't mean dead blood. It doesn't mean blood at all. It means something is hanging. Yes, brother. And he lied and he said they are from the 6th century. Those are people from the 11th century. And you are a fraud. And this is Ibn al-Jawzi. Let us see what he said. Actually, Ibn al-Jawzi, he got you busted in two things. You said that nutfa does not mean sperm. Ibn al-Jawzi, he said, النطفة فهي المني. It is a semen. والعلقة دم عبيط جامد. العلقة is a dead blood. The monkey, he is the one who asked me to open the book of al-Jawzi, Ibn al-Jawzi, not me. I mean, from all the scholars, he is sure now. He decided, he looked all around, where I can find. So he looked for someone, nobody can find him. This is the website of Ibn al-Jawzi. All of you open it. Open it in Google browser, so you can click at Google Translation. You can switch to Google Translation. After you open the website, I want you to click in the right side of the page. You see, the page have like a different format. Like there's a window here, scroll by itself, and the Quran at the top is fixed. You see? So let us see if that will work. I don't know if that will work. Translate to English. If not, I will find different page. Here we go. We read it from the top. Is it a blood, and it's a solid blood? Remember, he is the one who said that it doesn't say anywhere semen. So here it says semen. Here, the translation saying lump of a blood. The Arabic says solid blood, which means dead. Jamid. Anyone who speak Arabic, he knew. Jamid. Let me show it to you again. This is the word jamid. So Mimi Hijab, peace be upon her, she decided to go to a book, and this book is going to explain to us that they are lying. The enemy of Allah, they are saying it is dead blood, it is solid blood. No. I will show you someone from the 6th century. Liar, he is from the 11th century. When he said 6th century, is just to deceive you, to make you believe this is from the time of Muhammad, the earliest. Look like this guy he made tafsir of the Quran before the Quran. Because in the 6th century, Muhammad don't have a book yet. This is the 6th century of Islam, which mean the year 1100 something. However, this idiot, he choose for us a book, agree about two things. He said it doesn't say sperm, and as you see, it says a sperm. He said it doesn't say that CP. It turned to be, it says that CP. Do you see it, people? Anyone, any Muslim can tell me how stupid this idiot? And this is the guy who did the study to show us how to refute. Same time, as long we prove now from the book of his choice. Remember, can he now say, I don't accept al-Jawzi? Can Mimi Hijab say, al-Jawzi is a donkey? You are quoting him because you are trying to prove your case by getting a scholar from the 6th century, brother. Can you now deny that you got yourself busted in everything you said? You lie, you said the Quran never mentioned the word semen, but Ibn al-Jawzi, he said semen. Let us go back to the video. So first reference, he said, we got him busted with it. Did you guys get the reference? People, did you get the link? Did we get the link? If there's anyone did not get the link, don't ask me later for the link. May Allah link you. This is the link again, save it. And go to Mimi Hijab and show him how stupid you are. Christian Prince got you busted. You thought nobody will go after what you said? Well, we are here to laugh at you, at your prophet. So now we prove, actually, as long as this is the scholar he approved, we prove Islam to be false, because he himself, Mimi Hijab, agreed that this cannot be true. If this is true, this is a scientific mistake. Let us go back to Mimi Hijab. May Allah bless her. She has given us all the jewels you can imagine. Who can deny the jewels of Mimi Hijab? So it was where to start from the beginning again. Okay, here we go.
Inshallah, today what we're going to be talking about is something which relates to the subject of Quran and embryology, and a particular contention which people have, which is that the Quran allegedly says, according to these detractors, that I've seen their material on anti-Islamic websites, that the Quran, that the human being is made up from a congealed clot of blood, and we know from embryological study that that is not the case. And they say,
people, be my witness. Did he say that is not the case? And isn't it him who chose Ibn al-Jawzi? And isn't it Ibn al-Jawzi, he said, well, this is now what it is. It is dead blood. Before I continue with more reference he will give us, let us go and see the hadith. Look like Mimi Hijab, he knew better than his prophet. When we read the hadith, how Muhammad explained how Allah, he created the baby. What the hadith says. First of all, Muhammad, he claimed that you are collected as semen in your mother belly for 40 nights. Maybe this is the case for me. I don't think this is the case for everybody, because I have special skills and look like Allah was taking a lot of time to create me, if he is the creator. So 40 days inside your mother belly and you are collected as what? As a semen. But this is not what we are talking about. We are talking about the blood. Look what the Muslim translation is saying. Look like the Muslims are the anti-Islam too. He said he saw that the anti-Islamic phobic people saying it's a clot of blood. Remember, the one who said that is the anti-Islam. But this is the hadith of his prophet, and this is the Muslim website, and this is their translation. It is now a clot of blood. The question here to Mimi Hijab, who her hair is growing, short in hair, short in growing, I don't know, it's a miracle how this happened. Why the Muslims are saying it's a congealed blood if it is not? Can you explain to me? Are they helping us? Are they taking our side? Are they making things up? Is the Muslims Islamophobic too? Maybe the Muslims are anti-Islam. Maybe, you know, the owners of Islamic website, all of them, they are anti-Muhammad. Something fishy, brother, you know. So, not only that, if we go to the translation, we will see the Muslim translated as a congealed blood too. Remember, he saw that translation in the anti-Muslim videos. Absolutely false. This is not what Islam teaches, brother. But isn't this is your Islamic translation? Let us see who is the one who translates that. Look, this guy is a Christian. His name is Muhammad Hilali and Muhammad Khan. Double Muhammad. Double Muhammad, they translate the Quran. They come with double cloth. So the anti-Islamic brother, they are lying, saying it is a piece of thick coagulated blood, when nowhere it mentioned that. It's a lie. It's a lie. Sometime I can fly. The Muslims, they think they can fly with their lies. And then the Muslim, they look at the comment underneath, and the Muslim says, praise be to Allah, brother, for having you. You refuted them all. You got them busted. Brother, you did the great job, brother. And if you finished them. Did you just say Ibn Jawzi? Here we go. Ibn Jawzi got them busted. Brother, do you have more reference beside Ibn Jawzi? Oh, yeah. You think only I have Ibn Jawzi? You are kidding me? Listen, I will give you more.
The word alaqa, which is the operative word, the important word, it doesn't mean to cling or to be attached to something, which is what many Muslims of today say, which they say is a superimposition of modern scientific jargon into the vocabulary of the Quran. So let's deal with these two contentions one by one. The first thing I'm going to be dealing with, inshallah, is the second thing I've just mentioned, which is the fact that this word alaqa cannot mean something which clings or something which is attached to something else. And
Potato, you are the one who said that the word nutfa is a water. And no, you are your donkey. You are saying, they are trying to convince us, the Quran saying that nutfa, which is water, is it clinking in something? That's what you are trying to say? And then you quote for us Ibn Jawzi. This is telling us that you never opened the book of Al-Jawzi. Maybe you never have it. Somebody told you. In fact, I am 100% sure that you never had the book of Al-Jawzi, because if you have it, you will read it. If you read it, you will never mention it. There is no way a person will mention such a book, and he did read it. Stupidity is amazing. Oh boy. Let us see the second reference he have.
And that in the vast commentarial tradition and the vast exegetical tradition for 1,400 years, this meaning was unknown to medieval scholars, and this meaning was not used in this way to indicate attachment or connection. The truth of the matter is that is false. That, in fact, medieval scholars from the very early days of Islam were mentioning in their treatises, in their dictionaries, and in their exegetical and commentarial works, that in fact, alaqa does mean to be attached to or connected to. So I'll give you one or two examples. Ibn al-Jawzi, he says this, and he was a 6th century scholar. Al-Asfahani, who has a dictionary talking about the mufradat of the Quran, or the singular words of the Quran, he also mentions that one of the meanings of the word alaqa is something to be attached to sahibuhu, to its companion. So something to be attached to something else.
You know, the funny is that the word alaqa is called alaqa simply because it is attached. But this is not the question. The word alaqa is a given description for blood and blood only. When you hurt yourself, you have a blood attached to your skin. If you wash it when it's still fresh, you can do that. But the more you give it time, the more this blood will make a alaqa. And the Quran saying it clearly that semen become a alaqa, not aliq. The semen itself become, it's a transformation. If you remember, we opened the Quran for you. Let us see here. It says, we made the nutfa into a clot. So what become a clot? The nutfa. Mimi Hijab, he says that the nutfa is not semen, it's water. Al-Jawzi, the same scholar he mentioned, he said it is a semen. And I wonder why he don't want to quote Al-Jawzi for semen too. And that nutfa, which is the semen, but if we take it as Mimi Hijab, he said it's just water, that water become a clot, between two brackets, a piece of thick conjugated blood. We can change the translator. We are not choosing I'm just randomly, let us say Khattab. I'm just using Islamic translation. A clinging clot of a blood that developed clot into the lump. And here you ask yourself, why every Islamic translation saying what Mimi Hijab trying to fight? The answer is very simple. Because it's already proven to be false. So how we can accept something false? We have to duct tape. I'm just switching translation from one to one randomly. I don't know what will come next. Remember, he said nowhere it says semen, but as you see, the Muslim, they keep saying semen. Yusuf Ali. Let us see what Yusuf Ali is saying. We made the sperm into a clot of a congealed blood. But Mimi Hijab, he noticed those things happen only in anti-Islamic websites. So it turned to be that all Muslim scholars are anti-Islamic website. What if I go right now and see what Ibn Kathir is saying, or Al-Qurtubi, or Al-Jalalain? Are the anti-Islamic website, chapter 23, verse number 14. This is Ibn Kathir. And ask yourself, if you are a Muhammadan, who you want to talk? Someone in YouTube, or the ones they themselves, they ask you to open. When he start his video, he is the one who asked you, he asked this guy, the atheist who met with the kids, why you did not open the tafsir? Huh? Why you did not open the tafsir? Why? You did that on purpose, don't you? You don't want to open the tafsir, but it turned to be he is the one who don't want to open the tafsir. And he started giving us his own tafsir. And now, if we see what Ibn Kathir is saying, is Mimi Hijab going to say he is anti-Islamic, he is Islamophobic? What he will say? Let us read what Ibn Kathir is saying. And we made the nutfa, which is the water gushing forth, that come out of the line of the man, which is the backbones actually, i.e. the back, and the ribs of the women, i.e. the bones of her chest. And then it become a red clot. Ikramah, he said, this is a blood. Mimi Hijab is telling you that you have it wrong. You are listening to the anti-Islamic, phobic, demonic, sick people who hate Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. This is Ibn Kathir. And we can show you the same from Al-Qurtubi, Al-Tabari, Al-Jalalain. It turned to be that all of them, they are wrong, and now we are in trouble, so we need to find an exit. We need to find an exit. So let us go back to the video of Mimi Hijab, may Allah bless her, so the comedy will continue. Okay. Give us more reference, please. I will try not to stop him, so we can listen to more.
To be connected to it. So this is a specious and uninformed claim, quite frankly. I'm quite surprised, I'll be honest, that these individuals who are making these claims didn't do themselves the academic justice.
See? They did not do the academic, they did not do the academic justice. They did not do the academic justice. Ibn Kathir, Ibn al-Jawzi, the one he chose for us, they did not do the academic justice. Al-Qurtubi, Al-Jalalain, Ibn Hummus, Ibn Falafel, Ibn Mut'a, all of them, they did not do the academic justice. The guy who kept sniffing his nose, he is the one who did academic justice. Tell us more.
Of looking at these medieval books, or they were foolish enough to think that we were not going to do that. Indeed, these meanings are there, they're codified, they are written, and they exist.
Really?
Now, the second contention is they say, well, okay, let's give it to you. It could mean to be attached to or connected to something, which will go in line with modern embryonic understanding of the embryo being attached to the uterine wall. And obviously, through the umbilical cord and other things, taking from the nutrients of the host, in this case, the mother. They say, fine, it's in connection with this, but this other thing or meaning is completely unscientific, which is the meaning of a congealed blood, because they say it's not blood at all. It's not blood. The composition, the chemical composition of the fetus is not a bloody one. It's not one that is composed primarily of blood. And you see, this is where their argument is going to fall flat on its face, because this again is a weakness of the understanding of the Arabic language. And in fact,
stop. Open your eyes, clean your ears. Mimi Hijab is going to give us an Arabic lesson. He said to David Wood, I know this is coming. You don't speak Arabic, you don't speak Hebrew. Elijah, God is with us.
in fact, a weakness of the understanding of the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself said, he said in the hadith that two things have become allowed for us, or two things which are mayyit or dead, and two things, and he referred to the word daman, two bloods. The word dam in Arabic means blood.
I don't know, I think I skipped part of it because he did mention another scholar. Why I did not hear it? Hold on. He mentioned another scholar. I don't reference. I think I skipped it by mistake. Sorry guys, I have to play it again. But this time I will not skip it so we can...
Inshallah, today what we're going to be talking about is something which relates to the subject of Quran and embryology. And a particular contention which people have, which is that the Quran allegedly says, according to these detractors, that I've seen their material on anti-Islamic websites, that the Quran, that the human being is made up from a congealed clot of blood, and we know from embryological study that that is not the case. And they say the word alaqa, which is the operative word, the important word, it doesn't mean to cling or to be attached to something, which is what many Muslims of today say, which they say is a superimposition of modern scientific jargon into the vocabulary of the Quran. So let's deal with these two contentions one by one. The first thing I'm going to be dealing with, inshallah, is the second thing I've just mentioned, which is the fact that this word alaqa cannot mean something which clings or something which is attached to something else. And that in the vast commentarial tradition and the vast exegetical tradition for 1,400 years, this meaning was unknown to medieval scholars, and this meaning was not used in this way to indicate attachment or connection. The truth of the matter is that is false. That in fact, medieval scholars from the very early days of Islam were mentioning in their treatises, in their dictionaries, and in their exegetical and commentarial works, that in fact, alaqa does mean to be attached to or connected to. So I'll give you one or two examples. Ibn al-Jawzi, he says this, and he was a 6th century scholar. Al-Asfahani, who has a dictionary.
So, now we got you. Guys, he said Al-Asfahani, he said that too. Aha! Shall we go to Al-Asfahani, Aman Rabbi Aman? If we go to Al-Asfahani, I mean, the funny is, the Muslims are taking the interpretation of the Quran and the meaning of the Arabic word from somebody, he is from Iran. He's a Persian. Al-Asfahani. So, Al-Asfahani, brother, he said, brother, okay, I will go and see Al-Asfahani, what he said. Give me a second. What Al-Asfahani said? Let us see. I'm going to open the book of Al-Asfahani. Are you sure, Mimi Hijab, that Al-Asfahani said that? What if Al-Asfahani did not say that, and he said the opposite? I mean, how you are going to fix this scandal, potato? This is the book of Al-Asfahani. Mimi Hijab, I just whipped the floor with your face. This is Al-Asfahani, Gharib al-Quran. And by the way, the page before it, the one I showed you, which one? The one, yeah, the one, it doesn't show page number. It doesn't show page number. Yeah, that website doesn't show page number, but here we see page number. This is Al-Asfahani, and I'm going to switch to translation Arabic to English. Remember, this coward, he is the one who just mentioned to us two references to prove his point. Those are not my choice. I am not the one who came with it. I am not the one who made it. I am not the one who chosen it. So you have no excuse, Muslims, to say Mimi hijab.
Dorong dirimu sendiri karena tidak ada orang lain yang akan melakukannya. Jika kamu menginginkannya, kamu akan menemukan caranya. Jika tidak, kamu akan menemukan alasan.